Hi everyone, welcome to your July 2019 tarot reading. Okay, that's what we're gonna do here, but before we get into it, give me 1 second. For our subscribers, that's right, for our subscribers, and you can do it too. It's really easy. It's super easy. We're gonna read the weather poem, okay? Because it's fun, and it goes like this. Oh, and remember, if you're watching, okay, this is for sun, moon, earth. If you're cross-watching, that's like your earth sign. That's like, it's a person I want to be with. Okay, remember that. For your earth and rising and Venus too. Okay, cool for Venus. All right, so let's get into it. General readings, take what applies. You throw the rest out, okay? Center of the galaxy is a big black hole. It'll take all that stuff. Doesn't resonate. Our demolition company takes care of it, people. Okay, here we go. For all of us now, here's our weather poem for August. It goes like this. These are the climes that fry men's souls. Sweltering! Parasitoid meteors light up the night sky with letters. Ooh, it's cool. I could put on a sweater. Summer's buglows blow their last call. It's time for Leo, Virgo, all the blessings that come with fall. Okay, thanks everyone. It's so happy and nice to have you here. I want to wish everybody the best in peace, prosperity, bliss, abundance, joy, happiness, prosperity, health and wealth. They're one and the same, right? Okay, enjoy guys. Let's go. Let's get into this. Hello, Taurus. Come on in, stay a while. I just need a few minutes. All you have to do is sit back, take a deep breath, set an intention, and we'll get going here for your August monthlies, all right? So, Taurus, I got your cards well shuffled. I'm just going to cut them one more time and wish everybody the best in all things, always, okay? And again, thanks for being here. We'll get the cards out, and then we'll have a little chit-chat, see how things are going for you through the month of August here. Okay, overall energy at the bottom of the deck. Here it is, four of pentacles. And here you are, Taurus. So this is earthly energy, but this can be like a little bit too earthy at times. It's all right. There is no need to go too far, too forward, too fast this month. You can simply just stay sharp and stay as stationary as you need to be to whatever that suits you. If upward mobility, certain liberties and freedoms have been weighing heavily on your mind, maybe some of our Taurus friends are just back to the grindstone, and the grindstone seems to be like never ending. This is like speaks to things about like being caught up in the rat race or the grind itself, so to speak, with the Four of Pentacles. But a simple change, a little bit of a new perspective, coming at a problem from a new angle could be what is needed for you to overcome anything that has you feeling a little bit over stagnant at this time. As well, for some of our Taurus friends listening, this is about diversification. This is about needing to invest in different areas or in multiple areas so that it can be more apparent which way you actually need to go, or if you're torn between two desires of ways to go, whichever path is before you. But don't worry, there's no need to rush any of these things, any of these decisions through this month. This Four of Pentacles is sometimes a sticky card, but it's actually quite supportive of you, because it always speaks to this stability, and it's like, just whoa, there's no need to get going 100 miles an hour here. You guys can really just do things at your own pace this month, for the most part anyways, and then work towards whatever it is, that goal. But again, diversification, a big message. Up in the root chakra area, or the day-to-day life, we've got a reversal of Six of Wands, okay? So big hugs out to any of our Taurus friends who are just feeling like a little bit bummed out, a little bit down and out. Like if you're in a situation where too much toll, too much stress has been placed upon you, and you haven't been able to come to a point of realization or action, or like literally getting over it, getting up, out, and over it, then this card can let me know that the days could seem long. The days could seem like there's too much wanting, not enough doing, too much thinking, not enough feeling, or wherever there is a lack of balance sort of in the overall beingness, and it could lead to like difficult conversations. Like I said, there's something about a level of sharpness here, and for Taurus, this is like sharp in wisdom, sharp in speech. All of these things, you might hopefully you're not mincing words or cutting, getting into too difficult with other people. But at the same time, this is like asking you to reflect and being like, how much of a balance are you approaching your adversities and your situations with? Because and it's a level of stubbornness that you guys are aware of. In the long run, it's always served you well. But there's no reason to say, hey, Taurus, there's a level of adaptability and diversification that can come in here, so that this encouraging like more outside the box thinking, different like communities or trains of thought that you can like jump on board for a little while and see if you like them, see if you like the direction of other people's ideas, things of that nature. Okay, but I really want to make sure that you guys are feeling healthy and that you're up and feeling balanced, more sunrise till sunset, about making the most. Each day is a blessing kind of thing, right? And you don't want to ever be in a part where the longingness for tomorrow detracts from the experiences of today. Okay, 5 of Pentacles up here as well. Some of our Taurus friends could like really be worried about finances now. This is what that lets me know. It's like, how is it progressing? Are investments going to mature properly, or even be safe? All right, this is why I'm asking you guys to take a new direction, or something encouraging that financially. You may find you're pulling your interest or your investments out of some other major things and putting them into smaller endeavors, reinvesting in yourself. And as well, perhaps like just whatever it is that's remaining like seemingly hidden to you right now, or that you're unsure of. These cards are letting me know to ask you to investigate these things fully before being closed off to them, or before saying like, that's not me, that doesn't suit me. It's just like being in full interrogation and investigation of them, because it's like you're moving very cautiously through this month for some reason, and it has a lot to do with perhaps where you want to be. Joy versus like despair is written all over this reading. There's certain days where it's just like feels like things could not get any better. Things, life is great, life is grand, And then the next day comes along and it's just like, whoa, where did all the energy go? I'm feeling like somewhat depleted, somewhat out of gas, and I didn't really like do anything in regards to that. Diet's been the same, your routine has been the same, those sorts of things. So you may just be feeling like the bigger influx. There's a lot going on this season, a lot of fiery energy, solar flares. We got a lot of interesting things on the go for August. But that's why I'm saying, don't feel like you need to move too far, too fast. Some of our Taurus friends will be proposing new ideas to others. This is a card of like traditionally like weddings, engagements, anniversaries, for you, for it being in your willpower section, I see this as like a proposal either coming to our Taurus friends or coming from likely our Taurus friends, because this is a place of action. And how will you respond? This sort of thing. When invitations land on your doorstep, when you're being asked to like go here, go there, like, are you going to have the energy levels to like be out and be like overly social and extra engaged, or will you just like still be there like constantly like banging on the grindstone, like sharpening a blade too much can only end up making it dull, and that sort of thing. So it's really, really about this balance, and it's about, for you guys, creating a space outside of sanctuary, your typical sanctuary, where you rest, where you eat. This is about creating a space out into the world. For some that manifests like a coffee shop. For others, it's like their favorite campsite. For others, it's like, where they go just to like turn the headlights off and look at the stars, whatever it might be. But create that time and space for yourself. It's going to be very important, because that's 4 of Wands is nice. It's a good feeling card. Okay. More Pentacle pips up in the parade for you this month, Taurus. Now the 7 of Pentacles here now as well. So not much action required. This is making sure you're letting your heart know to rest. Like you're resting your heart. Especially, if cerebral has got you kind of like looking 2 ways each and every day, and it's like you're on from one thought, one project, on to the next, jump into the other thing. It's like, make sure you're resting your heart. Make sure it's like you're not letting anything weigh so importantly on your daily activity that you lose sight that your heart is just really wants you, Taurus, to be a human being, as opposed to like a human doing, a human thinking, or a human feeling. Okay, this is about rest. Don't worry. Come Virgo season, when we return back, the sun transits back into another sister Earth sign for you. The blessings are about to come. It's, the big old bush is going to get hacked down there. You're going to realize certain level of abundance that are coming on you, or for you. So I'm just like saying, make sure to be patient through this time and don't detract through the laws of attraction through anything that you do, like whether they be like worry, or a lack of confidence, right? Or God forbid at every point in time, like giving up, because you don't have to do that. It's just asking you more or less to stay patient and to stay relaxed in that patience too, right? It's often like the fish gets away almost when the fisherman has it like on shore in the boat. This kind of got that feeling to you as well. It's like it's time to stop fighting this. It's time to allow it. And for our Taurus friends, if you're dealing with any kind of anxiety or any kind of stress, it's going to be important to transmute it, okay? And it's funny, we come with this fish analogy, and then we have the full moon card. Up here around the 14th, 15th, mid-August for you guys are going to be like privy to witness an exposure of something. Somebody's either coming clean to you, or you're witnessing somebody coming clean to a group, or, you could catch news of, something that you find out about someone or something that is pivotal to group activities. This is like this full moon shining light in to areas that you need to know about. Okay, so don't press these issues. Allow the universe to assist you this month, and know that you don't have to get anywhere. There's nowhere like pulling at you, tearing you away, pushing at you, forcing you, making you. None of that stuff, okay? This doesn't have to be that way. And come mid-month, I feel you're going to get a revelation or some kind of aha or epiphany moment as to the reasons why. Now remember, I asked you to set an intention at the start of this reading, so take these messages definitely as they apply. All right. Now we've got the Knight of Wands up here as well. Spiritually, stay focused. You guys are on the right track in regards to awakening and ascension processes, which always come up, for the readings here on this channel. For our Tauruses who are waking up and are experiencing new points of light, new points of vision, new perspectives on old truths that make life better and blissful. This Knight lets me know that you guys are on the right track. And again, you see the Knight is off his mount in this card. That's fine. Don't feel again, because it's you've been given the quest. You've been given the task of your own destiny, of your own path, of your own life, to whichever level of fervorance, through your own devotion to it, or maybe just straight getting things done, or that level of stubbornness and persistence and willingness, that you guys portray. You do this on your own accord. You do this without being influenced as best you can, because people who are attracted oftentimes to the person that is the sharpest, the person that is like the sharpest one in the room, the sharpest one, in terms of like being good at life. So that could be like relatively seen as like the most successful. And don't worry if you're not feeling successful. Spirit wants you to know you're on the right path here. You don't have to worry about these financial obligations. Avoid lack mentality at all costs, and slow down on the spending if you need to. Okay, King of Cups up here at the top of the reading. This is a message coming in from Source. This is good news. For some of our Taurus, we have harmonious times with water signs coming up. All right, that's your Scorpio, that's your Pisces, that's your Cancer. There to assist, there to share, there to just, it's good company. It's good like learning, like that innate learning that goes on, how we kind of each change, the people around us a little bit every time we see them, and always for the better. The King of Cups is there being like, you have that power this month. And if you are in relations with water signs, or interested or crushing on water signs, it's going to be like a very harmonious time for you, okay? Maybe it's time to get out those questions. Ask this person, well, what would you do if you were faced with like hypotheticals? King of Cups loves those kind of things. Hypothetically, because it has nothing to do with them. They could keep on sailing on their boat as long as it's hypothetical. Heck, they'll talk your ear off. They might even share a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, and it could be very mutually beneficial to both water and Taurus at this time. Okay, very nice to see this coming in. This King of Cups as well, saying don't get too cerebral about it. There's no swords up in the reading, so let go of ideas that you feel are like poking, prodding, or pushing. Once again, the big theme here. that level of sharpness. All right. And thanks again, Taurus. Always a pleasure to read your cards. Oh, wait, I got an oracle for you. For those of our Tauruses that made it this far, that's right. I'm doing oracle cards here as well. And thanks again for those that have stuck around this long in the reading. It really helps the channel out. Feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe or whatever you like. Hit a comment or one of the links in the description box. It all helps the channel, and I appreciate you for tuning in and watching. All right, we got cards flying every year. We're going to get a nice oracle message out for Taurus for August. There it is. Nice. Card of manifestation. Right? That's equivalent to, like, the people see this in the Empress in the regular tarot deck. But as an oracle, we see from, like, that king of water that was up there in your crown chakra area, the law of attraction. You know, imagine the Taurus getting a hold of the laws of attraction and getting them working for Taurus. There would be no end to the success. There would be no end to the amount of different and diverse things that Taurus could create when all the things were working properly, like how to guide things, how to avoid the lack mentality, how to avoid and overcome, you know, those innate traits of like steadfastness versus like just letting it all hang loose for a month and be a little bit more aloof. You know, old Gandalf, you were never really sure if he had all the bricks in the load, you know, or if it was a few, you know, slices short of a loaf of bread, because he remained a little bit aloof. And sometimes, you know, with wisdom and beauty comes this need to be a little bit more clandestine. So don't worry about it. Don't let it weigh heavily on your conscience. Life and certain parts of it are meant to be a mystery, and that's why we have beautiful things like the little wildflowers growing along the side of the beach, you know, or a beautiful nature preserve, dark sky preserve, you know, places like that, that Four of Wands create that space where you can go to create more within that space. And that's an excellent card to see over while you're not moving too far. Move a lot of things into your realm of understanding and things that you might consider tackling as projects or you know, put things with potential. All right, Taurus, it's been a pleasure. We'll end it with that. We'll see you all again real soon.